Hello, welcome to the Silly Geese podcast. The first episode of this moment. This is a
Sorry.
momentous day, lads. What?
Way.
Way, momentous day. How are you feeling with the long weekend?
Fucking loving it. Honestly, I got so excited on the bus.
Absolutely buzzing for it. What about you, Thomas?
I'm feeling fucking epic, man.
That's exactly the energy I want coming into this podcast. That's exactly the. Keep that up for episode 100
Don't think I can
in
last another 5
2
minutes.
years.
The fucking technical difficulties.
Yeah. So, long weekend ahead of us. We were originally meant to do Venom this week for the first episode and Venom 2 for episode 2, but
Somebody had to ruin it.
Sony Ireland had to ruin it because of, for some reason here in Ireland and the UK, Venom was not pushed forward, so we have to wait 2 weeks, which I was unaware of while planning this, which is on my bad. I'm gonna blame Avi Arad for that because I can. But yeah. Other than that, don't really know. Should we get right into like what happened this week?
I guess.
Right,
Sure.
Thomas, take it away. What happened in gaming this week?
Well, I'm glad you asked me. I did my research.
Oh yeah, this is unprompted. He researched this in his own time and wrote it down.
Yes, what a coincidence. Camera fell, by the way.
Yeah,
That's
I
part
fixed
of the
that.
gaming. Jordan's
I'm
camera.
gonna have to remove that in editing. Or not. Maybe I'll keep it. Fun gag. Anyway, go on, Thomas.
God of War actor Christopher Judge did in a tweet that he was the reason why the game was back. It was originally 2020. The reason for this is because he had surgery for his back and
Fucking leg surgery. That's what skiing does to you.
I think he needed lower back surgery because he was carrying the game, obviously.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
I
find it so funny how
Boys.
the old actor for Kratos was replaced with him just because he was taller. I understand the reasons for that. Obviously, it's like mocap and stuff. It's easier to make a 7 feet tall character feel realistic when they're played by a 6 foot man instead of a 5 foot man. But it's still really funny to me. Anything else happened this week, Thomas?
Oh, well, the Insomniac Games said in an interview, I believe, that Spider-Man 2 will be much darker previous to Spider-Man comparing it to The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
Of course.
that sounds interesting because the first two aren't like, they're not light. Like there's still dark parts in them, especially with like the stuff with Green Goblin or with Osborn. Spoilers for Spider-Man 1 for PS4 and Spider-Man 2 or Miles Morales, I suppose. This guy's in it. He's in the second one, which isn't a spoiler because the trailer is out, so I'm allowed to say
I
that.
didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Get over yourself.
Get over yourself,
What are you
Thomas.
doing?
What do you mean, Thomas? What are you saying? You played the game. I played your
I
game.
did.
Yeah. What are you saying? Anything else?
The Avengers game by Square Enix
Yeah.
is to Game Pass.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I'm actually excited to play that. He was just vibing over here like, yes, I understand all these words. I too am a gamer.
I don't. I play Mario Kart. That's what I play.
Bit of Minecraft. Not even.
Not too much anymore.
Oh well.
Huh?
Don't worry, you'll carry the movie section, which you've also planned ahead of time.
No, I haven't.
Go on, Tom.
I didn't.
Game Awards have a date of December 9th.
Okay, that's yeah. Excited for the Game Awards as always.
Yes, they bought Bluepoint Games, guys who remastered of the Colossus and Demon Souls.
Okay, that's also interesting. Sony has this huge monopoly on really small companies and big companies. Square Enix is owned by Sony still. But then again, I guess Xbox kind of do as well with Bethesda and Rare, so who knows?
That is true.
It's kind of like Disney and Amazon.
Looks like you're licking the venom.
I'm moving
You're just.
this slightly now.
It looked like you were just.
I was not. I was chewing on my chewing gum.
Looked like you were chewing on the venom.
Right, well, I was not. Can't wait to cut all this out.
Oh, not!
Alright, is that all you have, Mr. Thomas?
Oh no, lad! We got
Oh,
a whole other page!
Lad,
And a big one! A big one.
I told Thomas to prepare some gaming headlines, and he told me, yeah, I found one. And now he has a whole page.
Since we held it back a
And
day,
you trusted me.
someone.
Like you get some movie
Oh
news.
yeah, I asked Neve kindly, will you get some news on some trailers that came out this week? Maybe some movie figures, Shang-Chi, Free Guy, how are they doing? And she did nothing. Not a single bit. We delayed this recording by a day and an hour. And she did nothing.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, Thomas, the man I expected to have 2 headlines, came out with 2 pages. Alright, Thomas, you're going to have to fly through a couple of these headlines.
a Ghost Runner Cyber Ninja, a first-person game, was out yesterday. Released it yesterday. Cool. Oh, Genshin Impact had its 1-year anniversary
Okay.
recently.
It's mad that's been a year.
Fans, however, are not as joyous as one would hope, as they attacked multiple games
Oh.
for some reason. Review bombing them a lot. On such games as Clash of Clans and League of Legends.
Okay.
And then they harassed a voice actor for a character because they didn't like the character's.
No, epic.
Epic. They also attacked Honka Impact and Tears of Darkness, which are other games made by the team who made Genshin. So, I don't know what they were trying to do with that one.
Seems like a bit of a... Seems like a bad idea. That would be like not liking a Marvel movie, so you review bomb every other Marvel movie, except for the one you disliked.
Monkey Ball is apparently too hard.
According to IGN.
All Star has been delayed till November.
No, I think it's October 8th. It's coming out
October
3
8th.
days later because it was the same day as the Smash presentation.
Oh yes, the Smash character.
Yeah, that's going to be released next Thursday, which hopefully we will be recording next Thursday. And not
unless
being
somebody
delayed.
ruins it.
Not pointing
Thomas?
fingers, but
Thomas?
it was all of our faults collectively as a group.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not one person. Thomas, you're pointing at me.
Thomas, you...
We're
man.
all on different. We're all in different spots
Oh.
on each of the screens.
Is she?
No, that's
No.
me.
I,
No,
No.
no, other
No.
way. Up. There you go. There you go.
Fault.
Fuck you.
Um, and Elsa Thomas.
The Battlefield Beta coming soon.
Come in.
Don't fully know when, but it's coming.
Oh yeah, I forgot to check that for you.
Uh,
All right, sorry.
Ed.
I think it's coming October, but I could be wrong. I know the game is coming out a month later, so I think the game's coming out in November. That's what makes me think it's October, but I don't know.
Finally, we got Fortnite.
Oh yes.
Fortnite will not be on Apple for 5 years. The pending lawsuit.
Yeah. We should jump into the movie segment.
Yes, the
The,
bit of
the fully prepared movie segment. That was definitely
I'm
prepared
very
ahead of time.
prepared. I'm very prepared.
This
I
full
ha-
credit goes to Jordan. I just took down fucking notes of what he said. Thanks, Jordan.
You're welcome.
Fucking love you.
I definitely
so
have
no,
something.
shut up,
Shut up, Thomas.
Let me
It's not your
speak.
section. You better not be this
Okay,
rude every week.
So the new James Bond movie was released, I think, either today, which is Friday, or yesterday, Thursday.
I think it was.
No Time to Die.
I think it was the 28th.
Um,
But I could be wrong.
it was released Sunday. So far the reviews have been pretty good. Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 84, and then IMDb gave it a 7.9.
But this is the
I
first
might go.
I've heard of those statistics, and that is very good.
Really?
Yes, I did not name those off to you, machine gun style, a second ago.
No.
No, I've seen a lot of
Um,
people saying it's quite good.
Yeah, I might go and see it. I've never seen any James Bond films beforehand, but might go and see it.
Okay.
Well, Shang-Chi, that's been in the cinemas, what, almost a month now? Probably a month.
Probably about that.
Yeah.
About a month this
And
Tuesday, I think.
yeah. And fucking congratulations to it, hit a milestone. First pandemic era film to pass $200 million domestically.
Yeah, and I think
So
it
big ups,
passed.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, which it didn't outdo Black Widow, but Black Widow went to streaming as well as obviously Shang-Chi. But Shang-Chi is still doing really good in comparison, and it hasn't reached the end of its road yet.
Yeah, definitely. I will probably end up paying more to see that film because I've seen it 3 times.
I haven't seen it yet. I need to.
Charlie,
You haven't seen it?
I haven't. I will. We'll have to go.
Ah, fuck!
Decided.
I got a cramp in my leg. Ah, sorry.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Sorry about it.
But yeah.
That's kind of it for movie news. I'll have more next week, I promise.
Venom. All right. Well, before we talk about Venom, Venom 2 has been doing mixed. It's gotten some mixed reviews. Apparently, if you can embrace the kind of goofy natures of it, it's quite good. But apparently, it's a good murder movie, and it's a good thriller movie, and it complements those two like very well. But it is also very based on like comedy and the love aspect of Eddie and Venom, which I really liked in the first one. I think that's where the first one shines. I think there's a lot of really good scenes of like Eddie and Venom bonding. Which obviously we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about that now.
Fuck.
Oh,
Fuck.
So,
Sorry.
Venom.
We're gonna talk
Venom,
about that.
famous character from Spider-Man 3. 2000 Venom think it's 2007. When did Spider-Man 3 come out? 2006 or
Uh,
2007?
2008, I thought.
2008.
But I'm
Yeah,
probably
I think it
silly.
was. But famous character from that movie. Nothing else. He had never been seen previously. Got his own another movie. Wild. I know. New Goblin didn't get a movie, but little old Venom did. Um, but I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Enjoyed it thoroughly.
All right, Thomas said I enjoyed it. Kind of. I don't know. Thomas gonna have some criticism.
Oh,
All
Oh,
right,
oh,
Thomas,
that's
the
good.
fucking
That's good
film
to hear.
critic.
But I think we should just jump right into it. The intro. Spaceship lands and infects that poor woman, the old woman. What do you think?
I just said for the opening, I really liked it.
Yeah, I did that as well. I was like, spaceship ominous, ambulance scene is good. Oh yeah, that's all I had for the intro. Up until you see the title is really good,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I don't know why. I think it's just everything is dark and everything is weird.
Yeah, and fucking Elon Musk is just there like.
Or Carlton Drake. I mean, Elon Musk is just absolutely vibing. What do you think of the like whole ambulance scene, Thomas? Like the
I
very start.
enjoyed it.
I
I really enjoyed it. The to actually see symbiote at
Yeah, I like
first.
that. I like how normally Venom comes in through a Peter Parker story, which Peter Parker was meant to be in this movie as a cameo. It didn't happen obviously. And we are yet to see if that happens in the second one. Sadly. But other than that, he was meant to be in the first one. I think he was meant to be in the Life Foundation. They were meant to be like a school trip in the background, but I think it was replaced with like the younger kids scene, which I'm sure we'll eventually get to. One of my notes here says, "How are Eddie and knockoff Pepper Potts connected?" Then I realized that they're engaged later on in the movie. They don't really address it at the start. At the start, they're kind of weird and goofy, and then they have sex.
Uh, I that was interesting.
Thomas was examining that scene.
Thoroughly, of course.
Replay that
Was
scene.
checking if there was an extended cut of the movie that was rated more than PG-13. There was not.
Thomas was just replaying the clip.
He's like, oh, I have to see that one again. What else? Oh yeah, Eddie's report is actually interesting. Like the Eddie Brock news
Yeah.
report is really good, but you don't actually get to see it because it's all edited
Oh.
really weirdly.
Yeah.
I understand that
Oh.
it's meant to be you're watching it, but it still looks
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. I think around that scene he's on his motorcycle, and I just said, I want his motorcycle. Pretty. So
They got
nice.
like a professional stunt driver, obviously to do the stunts, and his motorcycle in most of those scenes, it's based on a Ducati, which I'm sure Thomas might know about. I don't know. I'm not a very big motorcycle head, but for the scenes that were actually like stunted with, they used a dirt bike and they just put a Ducati shell over it, so that it was
Nice.
like comfortable for the actual driver. So I think it was really good, and you can't like tell.
No, you can't.
Which is that's really good. I don't have anything. Okay. I don't have anything about the motorcycle. I don't think. No, I
No,
don't.
that's just it.
Thomas, do you have any
Motorcycle went.
facts?
Enjoyed that.
Yeah, that whole chase through San Francisco scene is really good.
Yeah.
It's really well done, and like seeing the behind the scenes for that is like, it's really interesting how that all kind of was put together because it's like real world locations, and it's mixed with like green screen, and it's very seamless. In my opinion, anyway. What else do I have? Oh yeah, Carlton Drake is an Elon Musk nightmare type. I wrote here, Drake gives a child a little pin. Where is she now? After
What is she
the
doing?
events of this movie. Where
Hopefully
how's
we
she
get to see that
feeling
in the
about
second one.
that? Just her
So
grown up.
about that, this with the pin.
Oh.
No, I noticed that used that, and he didn't answer her question.
Yeah,
Her question was
that's right, Thomas. He didn't.
not
Do you know why? Because he's a bad dude.
exactly
Elon Musk. I mean,
bad
Carlton
guy.
Drake. Um.
But he's a cunt.
The one Grimes divorced him. I mean,
Speaking of that scene, he gives the child the pin. Or no, sorry, the child asks a question and he's like, everyone's like, you're an idiot. And he's like, no, no, she's smarter than all of you. Because she asked a question, she came forward, and she's a believer. And I was thinking, when I was watching it, I was like, what age are these kids? Like, they all look like they're not 10. So,
There's one the fucking size of him.
yeah. Oh, I guess. Okay, well, they look like they're between the ages of like 8 and 10. They're not like Peter Parker's age, but he's
Yeah.
trying to. It sounds like he's trying to instill a life lesson on all of them. But you can already tell that they're as soon as he leaves, they're all like, "What did he just say?" Because there's no way any of them took in what he said. Not even the one that got the pin. She did not
No.
listen. She was like, "You didn't answer my question," and he put her in charge. He left and he was like, "You're in charge. She's answering your question." He just left. Do you have any other things about the Life Museum or the Life Foundation?
No. Don't
Oh.
think.
Looks like
I don't.
I don't have this written down, but it looks like a boring office building.
Hey,
is.
it
Everything.
does.
It looks like the Microsoft building, but more boring.
Dream's face.
Go out the Minecraft waterfall.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks so boring. It just looks like a big marble, like, empty room that they forgot to put furniture in.
And they're like, alright, we'll make it an office.
Sure,
So.
look, will be grand. Like, that's what it looks like. It looks so weird and empty and barren. It's just weird pathways going across, like, overhead bridges. Like, there's nothing in it. And then there's, like, that weird contrast where, like, they go through an elevator, and it's, like, this weird sci-fi containment unit. It's very weird. I don't like it. Oh, speaking of things looking like shit, Eddie's boss's office looks like shit. I don't know
Whoa!
why.
Don't diss the man's office, right?
No,
Nah,
the inside of the office looks
fucking
great.
boring.
It looks really well done. But the skyline, I don't know if it's green screen or not. It looks green screen.
Oh,
It is.
It has to be.
most
There's
likely
no
is.
way they filmed on site for that.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Because it reminds me of at the end of, I think it's Fast and Furious 2, Paul Walker and I can't remember his name now. I'm gonna flash it on screen.
Diesel.
No, not Vin Diesel. But they're stood out on like the pier in Los Angeles, I think. But it's green screened, and it's like, why didn't you just stand there? Like, it's a scene that lasts 4 seconds. Could you not just drive them out? You wouldn't need to get a permit or anything. Just drive them out and take a picture of them there, and then just like edit it so it looks like the camera's moving. It's very weird. It's a really dumb choice. What else? I said here should have been more horror-esque.
Yeah.
I think that's a big criticism about the film, though.
Mm.
Neve, do you have any interesting thoughts?
I have at 15:08, everything went tits up.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that, actually. What happened at
Yeah.
15:08?
I think that's when the engagement was taken off. Fucking, he was fired.
I
All
think
the fight
so.
happened.
Yeah. I think that is it.
Come on, tits
because
up.
it all went tits up. I think that is it actually, because I got about 14 minutes into it, and then my like thing crashed, so I had to like go back in and set it up and watch it, but got it working, got it done. But yeah,
Yeah.
I crashed around like the 13, 14 minute mark, so I
Yeah.
think that is kind of when it was. Thomas, do you have any fun notes about kind of that early part of the movie?
Um.
He's some mental notes.
Uh.
Look at him. He's scratching his chin and all.
I. Uh,
Think about it. Thinking, he's
uh,
thinking.
take us a small bit back. The office when he's entering the building, and I have to say, fucking love the security guy. Part of the movie,
Aye.
in my opinion.
He's
Yeah,
in.
he's
Oh, he's in something. He's in On My Block, and he's fucking brilliant in On My Block.
have not seen On My Block. I won't lie. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, final season, Bella. Sorry.
It's okay. I love noticing people like
Block
that
more
and
like
that in
block.
Also, speaking of noticing people, I forgot Stan Lee was in this movie,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and I felt really sad when I saw it.
Mark King.
That's my second. That's my last note on the film. My final note is actually on the credits, not the after credits scene. I know
I
what
didn't
that
watch
after
that.
credits scene. You didn't watch it?
I didn't watch it, but I've seen it beforehand.
Okay.
seen
Thomas,
the two after credit scenes.
there's two?
Uh, I don't know if it was just the way I watched it, but I think there was a second one.
Alright, fair enough. Well, you can talk to that when we get to it. What else do I have? Yeah, should have been more horror. I said that. Bartender looks like a stereotypical Irishman. He just looks like a leprechaun with a bald head. But he didn't seem to have a very noticeable Irish accent.
No.
I think Neve would have definitely been all over that if she heard it.
I
She'd be like, he's
We're
from
gonna be
this.
like, "Whoa."
Neve would have been able to guess the town he was from. That's how down to it she'd be. What else? Oh yeah. There's a huge jump in my notes. I just realized. My notes jump from him being in the bar. Oh wait, there's a weird time jump in the movie. I noticed. I never noticed it on the first
Yeah,
watch.
6 months.
Is it 6
Months.
months?
6 months.
That's really weird. I thought it was 2
Yeah, and it
weeks.
happened, and that's like 20 minutes into the movie.
Yeah. It's not like Endgame where it's like there's a build up to that. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, you're getting divorced.
Everyone went tits up 6 months later.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, you're getting divorced. You're losing your job. You're losing your house. All right, flash forward. I didn't even notice that was like. Does it say, or are you kind of just meant to pick up on that? Okay, I
No, it
didn't
says
notice
6
that.
months later.
oh, just
Because
there, Jordan.
what?
There, it says right there.
Shut
Yeah.
up, Thomas. Yeah, I know. I was like, when does this take place? Tom Hardy's beard is looking more noticeable in this scene. I was very confused.
Oh, one of my notes. I aspire to be Eddie Brock.
Yeah, he's so. Tom Hardy's very good in it.
Hey,
No. I saw
very good.
like his accent is a bit weird in it. He has like a lisp, but I don't know if that's just the way Tom Hardy
I
speaks and he
think it
has a
is.
speech
No,
impediment.
Tom Hardy does not speak like Eddie. It's really weird. I watched some of the behind the scenes, and Tom Hardy does not speak like Eddie Brock does.
No.
And it was very weird. I don't know why. Because I don't think I've ever heard Tom Hardy speak in a normal voice before. Because
I've heard
I've
him.
seen him as Bane, and I've seen him as Venom. Or Venom.
Venom.
Oh, I really want to put auto-tune in our voices every time we say that, but I'm not going to have the energy. I might put a Venom
Merely
counter
a
on the
dot
screen,
in the
but
darkness. I was born in it.
nice Bane impression,
Uh,
Thomas. Take me back to
Hurt
2013,
severely. You.
2016, whenever
I avoid
impressions
my
were popular on
taxes.
YouTube.
A simple
Thomas,
man.
Yeah.
quit. I've had enough.
Ah.
Let's see.
No, I heard Tom Hardy's voice beforehand, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It's so deep
It
and
is.
really British, and really
I always
British.
forget he's British. That's why people don't want him
Yeah.
to play Wolverine, because he's British. But I think he'd only work as Wolverine if they gave him like actual control.
Mm.
Because that's kind of what he like thrives with, like the kind of like improv scenes. Thomas, do you have any fun notes about that around this time skip time? Because I think that's kind of where
the time skip. I enjoyed it. I think I see why they made it like jump so fast. I think the reason is because it happened
yeah.
for Eddie.
It is meant to kind of like represent how like quick that can happen. But I don't know. I feel it just takes like a really weird turn, which it is the point. I don't know why I'm complaining. I think it's just that I didn't read the 6 months thing, so I like realized like half an
No,
hour
you should
later.
have been.
I should have been intently watching.
I.
I look away for 1 second and Eddie's in a dog shit apartment.
Apartment
looks dog
looks
shit.
okay.
No, it does not. There's like
does.
paint coming off the bricks. There's like literal
That's what
wallpaper
you.
strips coming off the bricks.
The
That's what you
design
settle
detail.
for in like
That's what you
the
settled
first
for.
year of college.
Yeah, this man is like 32. Also, where did all of his money go? How
To
did
the
he afford?
apartment.
How did he afford that huge like apartment, but he couldn't afford his own place to live? Like, surely the
He
man would
was
have had some savings, unless his wife was the real breadwinner.
Probably.
I'd say she
was
was. She
working for
doesn't
a
get
big
much
boy
play.
company.
She doesn't get much play in that movie.
Oh,
No.
only like the beginning.
She does a lot in the
Way
beginning,
through.
the end, and the she Venom scene.
Oh,
Oh,
I
Thomas has
guess
some
talking about that.
thoughts on the she Venom scene. Okay, of
I have
course he
some
does.
thoughts about it.
What else? Oh yeah, when Tom Hardy is breaking out of the institute, it should have just been shot on like one take. It's really cut up into pieces. It's like, oh my god, Tom Hardy reaction face. Oh no, there's people coming in. Tom Hardy run. Tom Hardy breaks down door. Tom Hardy jumps. It's really weird. I like the tree thing where he like climbs the tree. And his
on for dear
doctor's like,
life.
no, that's normal. Don't worry about it. You just imagine that.
I also
Go on, Thomas.
I was kind of sad because it's the person he gets Venom off of is Maria,
Who's
a homeless
Oh
woman.
yeah, it is.
It's
I
been-
wish they showed her twice at the beginning. I wish they kind of showed her like before his date, I guess. Like maybe on his way home they could have shown her. Because it's very, I don't know,
Yeah.
I felt like it wasn't enough just seeing her like once and she's like, I'll give you $5 for it. I think it's a really good scene. Also, she sounded very familiar. I didn't think to look her name up. But
Can't say she rung a bell in my head.
I also couldn't think of who she sounded like. I might put her like acting credits on screen, but I don't know what it was. She sounded like she sounded like Penelope from Wreck-It Ralph. I think that's what it was, but I don't know. I think her name is Penelope. Penelope von Schweet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why she sounded like that. Maybe it's just that New Yorker accent.
Who knows?
She's not from New York. I just realized San Francisco. Ah well, she has that real American accent.
Doesn't matter though, because died.
Yeah. Just
I
absolutely
was
gets. She just gets wrecked.
Venom just like,
Aye.
yeah, see ya.
That
Fucking
Bible scene is good. I didn't mean to cut you off, Neve.
no, I was gonna say that. Is that the one where like
Isaac.
Big Elton John, fucking Elon Musk
Yeah, Elon
looking
Musk
at
is
us?
like, oh yeah, hello, Mister Jesus lookalike.
Isaac.
Your name is
Yeah.
Isaac, and I love that story because I think Isaac is the true hero, just like
Oh
you.
yeah. Fucking,
Now eat
fucking
this
waffling.
weird
Never my
parasite.
job.
It's
Waffling.
really well done though, that monologue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's done well. But then like, you know, when like the symbiote goes in him or whatever,
Yeah,
and then it starts like fucking tearing up his body. I was like, oh, that's icky. That's
that's
just
icky. Is that what you have written down?
First contact scene, icky but very good.
It is, especially when it comes out of him. I think when it goes into him, it's very like. I don't love how the
Oh,
symbiotes go into people in this movie. Because in this movie, it's very
um,
like they just kind of absorb into you, like into your clothes. I think that's what Sam
mhm.
Raimi did in the first one, where it like wraps around you.
Yeah.
That's what Thomas had pointed that out to me. That like Sam Raimi did a very good job of like making it feel like it could be a real creature of some sort. It doesn't just like absorb through your skin.
Yeah.
It's still good
Like,
though. The symbiote looks good. I don't think it. I didn't watch it in 4K or anything, but I don't think it looks choppy in any way.
No.
Which is always good in a Marvel movie when the CGI doesn't look choppy. A lot of people were
Yeah.
slamming Shang-Chi for that, but as far as I know, it wasn't that noticeable. From what I heard, anyway.
before that, you know, the way they go into human trials,
Yes.
you know the way they do the rabbit,
Yeah.
the cheese symbiote. Very-
Yeah. Why did they pick Riot as the symbiote, the evil symbiote in this movie? I understand not using Carnage because they wanted to be more Venom focused, but why not use the yellow symbiote? Because then it's not just two big grey monsters attacking each other at the end.
yeah, it was kind of hard to tell the difference of who was.
I think on a rewatch it is more noticeable, but I can understand, especially from like critics and stuff who don't know as much. Not saying that critics don't know anything about movies,
Oh no,
but
they don't
critics
know.
don't know anything about movies. I feel like superhero movies get a lot of bad rep from critics purely based on the fact of not all critics 100% understand the content being covered.
Yeah.
I think they just should have used a different symbiote. Because I don't even know if Raya is the like leader of the symbiote world in the comics.
Yeah, I said that in my notes. I was like, oh yeah, I'm not mad on Riot. Like at all.
His design is good,
Yeah.
but it's very. It looks a bit too much like Venom. I think they should have just really made the red more prominent. But I think they also
Yeah.
didn't want to confuse Carnage with Raya. So I think they wanted
Yeah.
to try and find that balance. I think it works. I just don't think it's that great. I think the cheese symbiote should have worked. I don't know the name of the cheese
Yeah.
of the yellow symbiote off the top of my head.
The cheese.
Either the cheese symbiote or the
there's
blue one.
There's a blue one and there's a green one as well. I think there's also a pink one, which I think is female,
Nice.
but I don't know because they can all be female. Why didn't that rabbit eat anybody? I guess it couldn't. How did they mustn't have got the yellow symbiote out of the rabbit. I think that's why. He must have just been like, oh, I'm pretty content actually. But then it would have eaten the rabbit. So I don't know. I don't think they were feeding that rabbit much.
Oh, fellow symbiote was in the other prisoner.
Oh, maybe it was actually. Yeah, that could be right. Do I have any notes on? No. Oh, Venom's design is great. Thoughts?
But
Thomas is
yeah,
smiling.
I really enjoyed it.
Neve?
No, don't really have much notes left. Saying that Tom Hardy is a DILF.
Yeah, I can fully agree with
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Don't look at me like that, Thomas.
I said Venom's design is great. The music foreshadowing in the apartment is really good. I didn't pick up on that the first time I watched it, but on a rewatch I realized that like that's kind of the point. What else? It's not in this movie. I know it's in the second one, but I hate the thing about chocolate. Because in the comics they were like, "Oh, Venom's too powerful. What can we give him as his weakness? Chocolate." It's so dumb. I hate it. There used to be like a sorry, go on, Neve. I won't cut you off again.
No, it's grand. I said I like the fact that him being sick isn't ignored.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just alright, yeah, here's a parasite. Good luck.
They actually do like
Just-
sit and help him. Or try to, as much as they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that as well. I don't know if that's meant to like I don't think that's meant to represent anything, obviously, but you could always interpret it as like anxiety or like, people should be more open about helping people with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What else do I have? Oh, this is another
Dan.
time skip. What, Thomas?
Dan.
What?
Oh. Doctor Dan.
Oh, Dan.
Oh,
He's
fuck
funny.
Hey.
I liked Dan. He's
don't
not in
like
it very
Dan.
much.
I
He
don't like Dan.
he very much reminds me of like, the way in every 80s movie there was like a divorced dad who was trying to reconnect with his kids because he's a divorced dad, but there's a weird stepdad who has like a noticeable flaw, like he's allergic to cats. That was every 80s movie ever, and I think Dan is meant to represent like, oh, you're replacing me with this guy? I think it works though, like especially with him being like, "Oh, is he a lawyer?" And she's like, "Actually, he's a brain surgeon." And he's like, "Oh, okay." This is I have a time jump in my notes, but the jump scene where he's like jumping off, wants to jump off the building, and it's like this big score, like building up this moment, and then it like cuts to him at the elevator, and he's like, "You're a fucking pussy." That's really that
Yeah.
joke was really good.
Oh, I have something. When it was like he's been taken, into Elon Musk's little cave, and Elon looking ass comes in, and like Riot comes out because he gets angry or whatever the fuck, and then he's just like, "That's the ugliest fucking thing I've ever fucking
Yeah.
seen."
I thought that was really good. It felt very Marvel-esque, like a kind of tense scene that's just like a joke. I liked the symbiote butthole joke. They make two of those in that scene. He's like, "Oh, what do you?" They're like, "What, do you have a symbiote in your ass?" And then he turns into Riot, and he's like, "Damn, he did have a symbiote up his ass." What else? What else? What else? Venom picking off the guards at the bottom of the building after they take the elevator should be in the movie more. Because that's really good. Speaking of that scene, during that scene, 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 15 seconds into the movie, there's a Wilhelm scream. Which I learned what a Wilhelm scream was when I was like 12, and I've never been able to unhear it in every movie it's in. I hate it. It's so annoying. Just record your own screams, please.
Oh,
Ah,
Wilhelm scream will live forever.
It's funny
not if
that
I
the
have
person who
anything to do with
recorded
it.
the Wilhelm scream is most likely dead. Also, the people that recorded laugh tracks recorded those in the
Dead.
1940s, so they're all dead.
Well,
They're most likely
yeah.
all dead.
Oh,
They'll want to
Sorry.
be about 100.
Did want to be dead.
They're on death's door if they're not. Um, all the scenes where Tom Hardy is showing human emotion are great,
Yes.
especially the ones with Venom. Uh,
Tom Hardy is just
Tom Hardy's really
love.
good. Love Tom.
Love.
it's me.
He is really good in
No, not
this.
you.
No,
Fuck
not
off.
you, Tom. Tom Hardy.
Not our Tom.
Hard
but
Tom
Tom.
Hardy. Yeah, Tom Hardy. Woo!
Um, what else do I have here? I use out of notes, or Thomas, you have some notes. I feel like I've
Yeah,
talked a
I'm
Yeah.
lot.
out of notes.
Yeah.
I'm out of
Um,
notes. Ah.
Come on,
um,
come on, Thomas.
notes on the film. Uh, a girl being taken over by Riot with creep out.
Wait, which girl?
Well,
Oh, the little girl.
The little girl.
the little girl. Like, it seemed like the way the symbiotes moved is how they sense a host and like they go towards that host.
Yeah, that's what I
So-
think that's what they do in the comics, but it's not explained in the movie. For whatever reason.
It creeped me out because like first like when the old lady Riot walking in, I, once I saw the little girl walk in with her mother, I thought, oh no, and I thought like she was just gonna kill her.
Yeah.
And then the little girl is walking outside, find her mom, getting into the taxi. The little girl just walks off.
Does she die, the little girl?
Think so.
I think because every time they leave a host, just
I think it depends on how long they've been in said host. But also, I don't know because it murders Isaac. Isaac from the Bible.
I think
Um,
that's because he wasn't a man.
True, actually. She was.
Also,
How did she
probably
survive with it for that long, though? Because
the
she's a
little girl.
child. Yeah, the little girl. How did she survive for that long? Because I don't think she would have
Yeah.
eaten much in that airport. And she's a child. There's
Uh,
not much organs to eat.
Elon Musk is like in his lab and he's looking for everybody. There's nobody, so I assume that the little girl just ate them all.
Oh, yeah.
Be there,
That's-
expecting people to be there. So I'd say him.
She did a little bit of a snack. Oh, Superman is a character in this universe. Like he's a
Oh,
fictional
yeah.
character. So, does that mean Superman is a character in the wider Marvel universe? We will never know because we don't know if Venom is coming to the MCU. Yeah, that's all I have on that. But then again, Superman was a fictional character in the Sam Raimi universe, which some people believe that it's the same universe, and that just Spider-Man 3 never happened.
Emo Peter Parker never happened.
Emo Peter Parker didn't happen, except for in the Spider-Verse movie where that did happen. Thomas, we don't need it. Oh god. Well, Venom is a loser. That's another note I have.
Loser.
That's actually my last note on the movie. I didn't have anything to say about the actual battle. I think they should use scythes less with the symbiotes. They all have big arm sides, and I'm like, come on, come up with some new. That's in Fortnite already. Come up with big spears or something. I like how Carnage can like has like shoot out things. I don't know what
Drones.
yeah, he can like shoot little bits of his body out. Riot does when he's in the old lady, but doesn't do it again. Oh wait, he does. He does it in the end.
Venom.
Um, the We Are Venom scene is great in the shop.
Yes, it is.
I know they
Like
wanted
a
to do that
turd.
from the start. Oh, like a turd in the wind. It's a really weird and dumb line. I think all the Venom lines are really good.
Yeah,
What is it?
pancreas.
Eyes,
That's so
livers,
fucking random.
pancreas.
What
So
the
many
fuck?
snacks, so little time.
That's me at lunch.
Pile the heads in one corner, pile the bodies in the other. Why would we do that?
Yeah.
Pile of heads, pile of bodies. Just, that's it. I don't remember if there's any other things in that line, but that's all I took away from it.
Of survival.
Which
Bro.
Thomas?
Like before they're actually fighting Riot. What's the chance of us surviving this,
About 0.
bro?
Yeah. That scene, I want to point out there was about an hour's worth of footage taken out of this movie, roughly. When you take like deleted scenes and like extended scenes and stuff, there's about an hour worth of footage, because the movie is overall quite short. I think it's an hour 45, and the new one is an hour and a half, which is
Yeah.
it's extremely low for a superhero movie.
Yeah.
But apparently the second one, the reason they're doing that is because they want it to feel more like a roller coaster ride. So they want to like hit you with a bunch of stuff in a very short amount of time. And apparently
Yeah.
it's worked quite a bit. Thomas, do you have any other notes before I move on to behind the scenes stuff?
Yes. Venom.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about She-Venom.
Venom.
Oh,
Cool scene.
It's edited quite well, the She-Venom scene, I have to say.
mm.
The forest set doesn't
Question.
look fake. What, go on?
Why does She-Venom have big boobs and Venom have no wiener? I saw a TikTok about
Why
this.
are you looking at Venom's wiener?
Why doesn't he have a wiener if she has boobs?
I
Because
probably can answer that.
Go on, Thomas.
Because, right, Venom doesn't have any genitalia.
I don't care. His penis.
I can't believe we're on the first episode of our podcast and we're talking about Venom's penis.
I don't care. I
We
saw
are
a
the
TikTok
type of
about
people
this.
to do that.
I saw a TikTok about it.
Of course you did. You did your research.
He did.
I forgot I added him as a friend. Sorry. On my computer it came up that someone had came online named Waluigi Spaghetti. Their name was the other day when I added them. Their name was it's Waluigi time, but now it's changed to Waluigi Spaghetti in the past 2 days. Shout out to you. What was I gonna say though? She-Venom. Could that rabbit have turned into like if it achieved full symbiosis and it turned into the cheese symbiote? What would it look like?
I don't know.
Because I doubt they all look like humans, right? They don't look like big Arnold Schwarzenegger monsters.
I think, like, since the symbiotes adapt to their host.
I'd say that's
it-
why
it would-
Venom has no penis and She-Venom.
What are you trying to say about Eddie Brock?
Ah,
What
but
are you
like,
trying to say about our love and savior Tom Hardy?
right, well, Venom and Tom Hardy share a cock. So do with
probably
that
why.
what you will. Apparently, there's some jokes about that in the second one, which I'm pretty excited for. In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I hate that so much. I'm so mad. Other than that, all right, Thomas. Any quick notes there?
The rabbit. She-Venom. I have my piece on She-Venom.
Yeah. The kiss
Uh,
was a bit odd.
I think
Yeah.
it's because Venom just like it.
Yeah, no, I think it looks and feels odd in the moment. I think they should have addressed it earlier, but it's because Venom knows Eddie still likes her, and obviously Venom was in her, so he'd be able to tell if she would be willing to do it. So Venom gave her the idea to do it, and she did it. But that's explained like at the end,
Yeah.
which probably should have been like straight away. Maybe it is explained straight away. Actually, I don't know, but it's very like quickly explained away. It was just like, why did you do that? And he's like, because I'm helping you. And it's like, okay, let's fight a big Elon Musk, big monster Musk. What else? The credits look really cool. The way they're like the Rorschach tests.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was a really nice touch. Um, obviously you have the Venom song, and the other song. I don't know who made the second song for the credits. I don't think it was Polo G or Mozzie, but it could have been. I know they're on the new one, which I'm not going to talk about until we do the second one, because I need to gather my thoughts on that song. I need someone to make a version of that song that sounds good, and then I'll talk about that. Yeah, I talked about the motorcycle. Avi Arad, famous Spider-Man ruiner, had said in the behind-the-scenes footage for this movie, had said fans are finally going to see the Venom they want. As if he didn't guilt trip Sam Raimi into putting Venom in the third Spider-Man movie. Just
You bastard.
for context, Sam Raimi did not want to put Venom in it. He was like, I don't know Venom. I'm a weird 80s boomer, so I'm not going to put him in. And Avi was like, no, look at all this fan mail and all this artwork that are being sent to your PO box that I don't know. It was getting sent to Sam, and Sam hadn't seen it. And Sam was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do this now, because I've been asked by my producer, and if I don't do it, he's probably not going to give me money. So he did it, and then he regretted it instantly. And then then Avi Arad complained about it. I will also point out, Avi Arad does not work with comic books. He's a toy manufacturer. And so the only reason he wanted Venom was because he thought it would sell well, like toys, and make him some extra dosh. What else did I have here? Oh yeah, they blended like a lot of the motorcycle scenes are like a mix of real life stunts and blue screen and green screen.
Fair enough.
A lot of it is just big blue screen. Tom Hardy on a motorcycle in the middle of a big platform, and just like, and it looks really funny. It looks really dumb. The final fight scene where it's like them, like the two symbiotes are attacking each other, but they're like splitting the parts of each other off the host, looks really dumb without CGI, because it's two men just doing this in slow motion to each other's face, and it's really fucking stupid looking. I think that's kind of it. I don't really have much other things. Oh, the music in this movie. There should have been more music instead of like instrumentals. I don't know who did
Yeah.
the music on this film, but it doesn't sound great. You get a weird shock when you hear the Venom sound, like track at the end. The Venom. You get like a shock when that hits you, because it's like, oh, I missed this. I don't know what it is about it, because like most Marvel movies don't have that much music in it. Maybe it's because
No.
I've watched Suicide Squad a couple times recently.
Maybe.
Obviously, that is full of bangers. But I don't know. I think there should have just been more recognizable music, because there's just the two rap songs at the end, and one of them is like the like end credits. Speaking of end credits, should probably talk about the Carnage scene.
His hair looks stupid.
The wig looks so dumb.
When I first saw him, I thought he was Owen Wilson.
When
I
I
love
first
Woody Harrelson. I love him.
when I
He
first
looked
saw him,
like
I
a
thought
stupid
he looked
cunt.
like he was 7 years old. When he first looks up at the camera, he looks, I don't know what it is, but the way his head is positioned and the weird big hair makes him look he's really young. I've
Yeah.
never been able to like understand why that is. I think it's because the way he's like positioned, you can't see the wrinkles. His face just looks real smooth. And then he kind of goes up and you see his real defined cheekbones. And I
Yeah.
was like, there you are, Woody Harrelson.
They are Woody.
There you are, Wood. That scene's
One
good
of them.
though, in my opinion.
Mm.
How
It
it's
is
like
good, but it just looks.
he looks
stupid.
horrendous. I don't know how they got by with that wig. They must have just had a clown wig left over from some other Sony
Yeah.
movie, and we're like, just
Probably.
spray paint that like ginger, and no one will notice. We all noticed, Sony.
We did.
Don't try and hide that. The second movie's wig looks great.
Yeah.
From like trailers and stuff. He looks great. He got his act together and got a fucking haircut. And we're all very happy about it.
Yeah.
Actually, I wish Tom Hardy lifted weights at least once in this movie. He lifts one with his
Oh,
foot and he kicks it at someone. That's it. Go on, Thomas. Sorry.
No, it's great.
Alright, well,
Uh,
say what you were going to say then.
2 points. I hope in the next film, the his name Carnage fella with the wig, right?
Yep.
In the jail scene when he's being interviewed, just like he takes the fucking wig off. It's just like, sorry.
Sorry about that. It's a weird habit of mine. I like to grow my hair out and take it off mid-scene sometimes. I like how he's writing on the wall in some weird red liquid. Probably blood.
Mm.
And
Go on, Thomas.
and another thing, I bet you that since Eddie was at a real low point, at the after the 6 month and well the thing, he probably wasn't in. That's why Venom kind of felt lackluster, if that makes sense. Way he didn't really win any fights when he tried to fight anybody.
That's true. I think the
Oh.
goodbye Venom or the goodbye Eddie scene is really good, where he's falling.
Yeah.
Apparently, the reason Venom anyway looks so good is because apparently they like scanned Tom Hardy's face down to like the nanometer, which is like 1,000th of or like 1 millionth of a centimeter or something like that, so that they could like build off it. I don't know if it's 1 million, but it's like very small. And
Something like that.
it's something like that, and it's very like very accurate. I don't know if they did it with, I want to say Ruiz. I don't know the Elon Musk's actor's name. But he's good. In the behind the scenes, I was expecting him to be like in costume. He was wearing a big red puffer jacket on set. It was like the scene where Riot, he's about to launch the ship, and he's like, "Guys, I'm gonna go in alone. Fuck y'all and your astronauts. I'm a big Venom monster thing." It's that scene. They're like, he's there, and he's just in a big puffer jacket and a hat. I was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then I realized it was him, and I was like, "This is weird." Annie feels so lackluster in this movie. It feels like she should be doing more.
Yeah.
She should be like Mary Jane in like the Spider-Man video game, where she has like her own storyline and her own like problems and feelings. And this, she's like, "I hate you, Eddie. Oh, I saved you, Eddie. Oh, I guess I kind of love you, Eddie."
Oh. Tell my boyfriend Eddie.
Eddie, please. That Venom thing didn't happen. I kissed you for no reason.
It wasn't me. It was Venom.
Well, yeah,
Him.
it was him. Yeah,
Oh,
she
it
never
wasn't.
addresses that either, which is weird.
Said,
Like-
don't talk about it.
It feels like Venom, like she should have been like, "Oh yeah, Venom told me to do it," and then Venom should speak to Tom. or to Eddie Brock. Sorry,
Yeah.
Tom Hardy, the actor
To
in real
Tom.
life. Other than that, I don't have any more notes or opinions. I just thought it was good.
Yeah, overall, I thought it was a good film. I'd probably rate it like 8 out of 10.
I'd probably give it about 8 out of 10 as well. I just think
They
it's too
would.
short.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Thomas,
That's
what
my
do you think?
0.5.
Sorry?
Able. Give the film an 8.5.
Jeez. Didn't think we were doing decimals, but sure, look.
I'm the decibel boy, right?
This is the ordinary level maths coming in. They don't do rounding up down there. Neve, I have a story to tell you about Thomas's maths.
I was sorry to tell you.
I won't say it on the podcast, but it was very funny.
Okay. I'm smart, by the way.
Yeah,
No, you're not.
we're all in agreement.
I'm in super higher level.
Yes.
Two
I hate
aren't
how we're talking
ordinary.
about the Irish leaving cert. What are you pointing at, Thomas? Quit pointing at
Is
me.
this you?
Yeah, that's me.
You up?
Yeah, I'm up.
All right, Grant. These two are ordinary,
It would
right?
be so
I'm super
funny
high.
if it would be so funny in editing if I just swapped Thomas around so he's pointing at no one.
Don't you dare!
But
I
don't
point
have
everywhere.
the patience to do that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I hate how first episode in we were talking about Venom having no penis, and the leaving cert level choices for maths. I hate this.
Yeah.
This is a horrible idea.
We love it.
I love
It's
it.
a Silly
This is
Geese
great.
podcast, and this is what it is, and this is what it's
what it
gonna
is,
be.
and this is. Can't wait for episode 100 where we're doing Thor: Love and Thunder.
Can't wait for episode 10.
Oh, I
no.
can't wait for episode 10 where we're all just like, do we want to keep doing this?
I'm gonna have party poppers for episode 10.
Yeah,
Woo!
I'm gonna have a plaque for episode 100.
I have a
A
birthday suit
commemorative
for
photo.
level
A
100.
birthday suit. Oh, Thomas. Oh, I'd love to start doing these in person though,
Oh yeah, definitely.
especially when Thomas is in the birthday suit. That'd be great.
You're gonna say so we can have Thomas in the fucking light.
That is true. I forgot to turn my light on earlier, so it's gradually my camera's gradually gotten darker throughout this
Probably
episode.
same.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yours definitely has as well, Neve.
Yeah. But we love it. We love it.
we love lighting issues.
Yeah.
Are we gonna end it off there then?
I guess so.
Right. Well.
Unless Thomas wants to say anything.
I want to say another thing about the fight.
Okay. Go on, Thomas.
Okay.
When Eddie, gets penetrated,
Yes.
the thing, when Venom, takes him back, when he grabs the thing, I was thinking Venom was gonna like wrap himself around the yoke and absorb it, and then Venom would have a weapon yoke, and then that would have a bit of white on his chest.
Oh. I getcha. Yeah. Just give him the spider. In my opinion. I think what'll happen is if he ever infects Tom Holland, we'll get the spider, and maybe it'll like continue from there.
Yeah.
I think what might happen is he'll like absorb if Tom Holland and Venom are to cross, he'll like absorb the like white from like the Spider-Man web, or whatever reason. There'll be some sort of web fluid in it, and he'll carry that over and kind of carry the skills that he learns as like with Tom Holland, because he doesn't do much like swinging about. He does a little
No.
bit in that where he jumps out of the window, which was
Yeah.
filmed.
Yeah.
A lot of that was filmed like actual jumping out windows and like stuff like that, like with wires obviously, but we didn't really talk much about the like fight scenes. They're all really good,
Yeah.
especially the apartment scene.
Yes.
There was a lot of
Very well
effort
choreographed.
put into the fights, like the apartment scene, and that's actually Tom Hardy doing all that.
Nice.
And again, it looks
That's
really
why-
funny without VFX.
That's why I love him.
That's why I
that's
love it.
why
You
I
get
love-
stuck in. But
Right.
it looks so funny without VFX because there's that part where you're like, he uses the symbiote like this and he kind of like wraps it around someone's neck and flips them over. But it's just Tom Hardy
Yeah.
behind the scenes going, whoa, whoa sorry, woo. It's so dumb looking. Other than that, I have no other thoughts.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it's very good,
Same.
and I'm very excited to see the new one.
Yes, in 2 weeks'
In
time.
2 weeks' time.
2 weeks.
We will try and see it on the day though.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that'll be, at least then we'll have some thoughts fresh in our heads.
Nice.
We're actually gonna watch the next movie on time as well, because
Yep,
we all
yeah.
put this one off for very much. We have a whole, we're not back to our schooling until Wednesday.
To our education.
To our education till Wednesday. There's a training day and we just have a day off. It's
There's
not
a day off.
bank holiday
Flexi
or
day.
anything.
Yeah.
We just have a day off, so we're off for the long weekend. We're gonna watch Free Guy for next week.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously it's gonna be a spoiler. It's gonna be non-spoilers then spoilers of Free
Yeah.
Guy. So hopefully you all tune in next
Yep.
Sunday.
Hell yeah.
You can catch us at the Silly Geese podcast on Instagram
And TikTok.
and TikTok. Should be a Twitter up and running soon. Thomas,
yeah.
we might put you in control of that, but I don't know yet. Depending on how I'm feeling.
I don't know if that'd be a good idea, but yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's where you can keep up to date on us. If we ever need to take a break, we might take like a New Year's break or something. Hopefully, we'll be doing things live closer to then, though, because doing it over Discord is not going to be the most fun.
Nope.
But doing it live is also going to be. I need to buy some microphones for that, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get on that soon. Yeah, I've been Jordan.
I've been Neve.
Then Thomas.
And thank you for tuning in. We will be back next Sunday with, like we said. Thanks, guys.
Hey. See ya.
Good luck.
Way.
Bye.